The rig that I love to hate the most needs some work still. So today we're gonna put in the Beast 2000 servo from Reefs Hobby into the SCX6 because the only way I'm gonna get to like it more is to drive it. All right, here we go. I'm actually mostly joking about hating this rig, but I do hate it a lot. Mostly because it's heavy and it's big and it's hard to work on. It takes up way too much space, but the driving is really cool. It is probably one of the most fun rigs I've had to drive. So we're gonna exchange the stock servo, which I've already taken out, to the Beast 2000. It is a 5th scale servo though, so what we need to do is change out the mount, and I realize that my camera can't even catch all of this in frame, so you're just gonna have to trust me on this one, bro. We are going to remove the old mount, and the new mount for the 5th scale servo versus a 6th scale servo is included with your instruction booklet. And it looks like a double dog bone, this little guy right here. Yes, that's what we're looking for. You need to make sure you don't throw them out, because I about did, thinking I don't need anything. And you know me and instructions, who needs them? Not me. But yeah, so I did need a part. Once you get the old servo out, because I'm pretty much guaranteeing you're gonna break this thing, you gotta take off the mount, which is only 2 screws, and it is a 2.5 millimeter driver. That way you don't have to fumble around whenever you're ready to do this. And it should be as easy as having somebody else make you pie. There we go, there's the old mount. In with the old, out with the new. Pop that sucker on there. I said pop. And then we screw it back on. And you totally can't see what I'm doing. I understand, I know, but it's the rig's fault. I couldn't put it on the bench in any other configuration and have it stay on the bench because of this whole body thing. I mean, look at this. The wingspan of this when I'm working on it is easily 5 feet. Love it. I love this rig. Yes, nothing better than working on something that's large and easy to get your hands into. Yes, that's what I'm gonna go with. There we go. And I've already lost the top of the radio box, of course. I always seem to lose radio boxes. Oh yeah, this is like the motor shroud cover thing that, you know, they gotta make it fancy, I guess. So back on task. I have misplaced here we go. I didn't misplace anything, false alarm. So we shove that in there. The wires from the ESC are in the way, because of course they would be. And then we probably pull out the hardware kit that Reefs supplies. The 5th scale screw kit, item Reefs 109. Oh, and it's also got a UPC on there too. How nice. It's even got a sticker in there too. Boop. Gonna need to do some slicing. So the old piece, yay, it was bolted in right there underneath this cross member. I guess I could take off the cross member and it'd make it a lot easier to work on. I don't even know why that cross member is there. I'm not gonna question, but yeah, 2 bolts, you take it out, you put the new one in for the servo that is included with the rig, and there you go. This slides in like so, and then we bolt it in with some screws. I'm gonna guess that these are the ones. Is it the right size? Is it the same size as stock? Stock was 2.5. Are these 2? These can't be 2. Maybe it's just a tight screw head, because that's 2. Yeah, maybe just a tight screw head, or maybe this one screw. Oh, just tight tolerances. All right, tight tolerances. We're gonna go with that. Is this gonna bite? I don't think that's the right screw. It needs to be a little longer. And we're gonna shave this mount. Oh, there we go. One cut there. One cut here, one cut there in the merry old land of Oz. That's how we cut our fingers off in the merry old land of Oz. There we go. Now let's see if it fits. Fantastical. Oh, look at there. It sits right in. Hardly any effort. Hardly any effort, sir. So what'd y'all think about the pirating video that we released here recently? Oh, there's a couple more pieces to trim off. On the back side here, on what looks to be some sort of cross member, there's a couple of, I don't know, it looks like molding sprues or something. Just little nibs, or nipples they are called. You just gotta slice that off. There. That should do. I could have just forced it in, but nah. There we go. That sits nice and flush and flat enough. Horseshoes and hand grenades. Horseshoes and hand grenades. So I could see why the stock screws would potentially be useful, because they had a bigger shoulder on it, and I've misplaced them. So I could put washers under these, but let's see. Does the screw head just go right through? Yep, I'm gonna have to put washers behind these. So I guess the other option is that we see what kind of screw kit came with this. That's not what we want. That's not what we want. None of this is what we want. Yeah, I don't know. I guess the screw kit didn't come with screws for mounting. We're supposed to reuse the stock ones. Where did I put those parts? I took it apart in here, and then I put it somewhere. Contrary to popular belief, it turns out that I am actually human, and I misplaced the fat head screws or my bag of washers that could be used to finish this up. So I'm gonna actually have to pause here, and I'm gonna put all the parts into one place so that I don't lose them, and I'm gonna have to go back to the shop and get either the washers or the large flange screws, whatever they're called, the screws that have a larger head than normal, so that I can bolt this in, because all the screws that I have, the head passes right through the servo mount. So, whoopsie, it happens here and there. So, sorry buddy, another day, we'll have to come back to you. But until then, we at least got the servo sitting there. One more step. We're one step closer. There's a lot of steps sometimes. So, there we go. Thanks for tuning in, and if you do have any questions about it, leave your comments down below. Have a great day.